What is starting a new hygiene regimen? Did you use soap and water? You got in the shower? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to react to Amber Reid's new video. The reason why I will never diet again. It's a Q&A. It was uploaded at a ridiculous hour this morning and I wasn't awake to see it. But before I start this video, I do want to say again that I'm not saying she does or doesn't have cancer. I obviously don't know her. I haven't seen any paperwork. I am not the person to be speaking on that. I'm just going to react to what she says in the video, if it has any medical information that may or may not need corrected, or any kind of lying, things like that. So that's saying I do have a lot of new subscribers, and I just want to say welcome, thank you. I hope you stay. I hope you like it. And if you have any questions or anything that you want me to react to, please leave me a comment down below, and I will do my best to get back to you. You can also message me on any of my social medias. They are also linked below. So let's just get into whatever it is this video is going to be.
Hey guys, so I wanted to film a Q&A for you guys because I have...
Well, first I want to say that I feel really underdressed. Her makeup looks really good today.
I haven't done one in so long, and I figured there would be tons of questions that you guys are curious about. So I wrote them down on my laptop. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions. So there's actually quite a few, so I'm going to try to get through them pretty quickly. So let's do this. So the first question is cancer a wake-up call for you? I would say
yes,
in a way that it is, because...
What do you mean in a way that it is? It should be one of the biggest wake-up calls of your life.
It's very scary, and cancer is literally something inside of your body trying to kill you.
It literally is. So yes, it should be a wake-up call.
So I feel like it's more now than never type
No shit, Sherlock. Is she kidding me right now?
of thing when it comes to losing weight and just being a healthier version of myself. So yeah, and I do blame my weight on the cancer.
Okay, I did a video before, I will also link it below, about whether or not I think that this cancer is her fault. And the short answer is, getting cancer is not anybody's fault. What's your fault is the preventative measures you could have taken. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Because a lot of people my size do get it. So it is...
And a lot of people that aren't your size get it too. You're just more likely to get it. Being obese is a huge risk factor in getting a lot of things, not just cancer.
It's sad, and I do blame myself, especially because I didn't go to the gyno,
and there's a lesson in that you could be using your platform to teach people.
I've just made a lot of mistakes that I wish I could take back, but you just can't. You gotta learn from them. Next question.
But are you learning from them? Are you? Because all you're doing is putting out mukbangs. Now I know you say that they're pre-recorded, but you have the choice of whether to release them or not.
Are you and Becky still together? Yes. I seem to get that question a lot, but yes, we are. Did you get health insurance? I did, but it's just to help a little bit with the expenses. It's going to be a lot of money,
and it is, and you should have thought of that years ago. But I'm glad that you're getting the help. I have answered a couple of questions and comments in my last couple of videos that I thought it would be hard for her to get health insurance, just like a normal health insurance, but I figured it would be pretty easy. They do have social workers at all those centers there that will be able to get her something. So I am glad.
And, you know, I have a lot of bills so far when it comes to medical, and I have them in this little folder thing so I can take care of them. It's definitely overwhelming. Very, very overwhelming. What were some of the signs that made you think something was wrong? So I'm assuming this person meant with like cancer. So for my whole life, I've always had an irregular period. So
Which should be a sign at some point before you're almost 30 like you are that you should probably go to the gynecologist, but go ahead.
I never really thought anything of it when over 2 years
Shocking.
ago I started bleeding and I bled every single day.
I'm gonna have to call bullshit on that. If I can find videos, I will link them. But I distinctly remember a few months ago, maybe even a year, about how she had this massive period before. And I think that if she was bleeding every single day for 2 years, she would have said something by now. And she would have definitely gone to the doctor, because I know she's been to the ER probably 5 times in the last 2 years. She could have mentioned something at that point. So I'm going to have to call bullshit on this bleeding for 2 years straight.
Some days were lighter than other days, and other days were heavier. And I didn't think anything of it until probably it was going on maybe the second or third month.
So you didn't think anything of it going on until the second or third month. You've been to numerous ER visits since then. You've also had an eye twitch that you had to get 3 or 4 or 5, I don't even know how many, opinions on. But you've never seen anybody for this? Never? Really?
When I really sat there and I was just like, what is going on? Like,
And did you do something at that point? Obviously you didn't.
truthfully and honestly, what is going on?
I may have to retract my statement saying that this was her fault. If you're going to bleed, say that you're going to bleed straight for 2 years and not do anything about it. I don't know how much more I can bat for you, Amberlynn. I really don't.
And in my head, I just kept saying, it's because of my weight. It's because of my weight. It's because of my weight. I actually had a friend who told me it's probably endometriosis. And she said it's nothing really to worry about. And
Your friend is wrong. And you're going to pick your friend over one of the tens of 20 doctors you've seen in the last 2 years. Endometriosis is a huge thing. Now, that's a discussion for another time. But I would never listen to that friend again.
And this is that type of situation where it's like, don't always listen to your friends because sometimes they can be wrong. So the fact that
She's killing me. She's absolutely killing me. You don't even listen to the doctors. You don't even listen to the doctors because you think they're wrong. So you're going to take your friend's advice? Come on.
she also had endometriosis, and she's like, yeah, I had the same symptoms. It'll be okay. It'll go away.
It doesn't just go away. I'm going to need the name of this friend, please, for reference, because I think your friend was a Webmd.
So obviously it didn't. At about the 6-month mark, I really began to worry.
And yet, you just said it's been going on for 2 years.
And at that point, I just started blaming
You saw a
my
doctor.
weight. And then as more time went on,
You saw a
I
doctor.
kept blaming my weight.
No.
And then at one point,
Your weight's been going up since the year 2000. Obviously, it's not your weight. Go see a damn doctor.
I didn't think it was my weight. I thought it was something else.
But then did you go to a doctor?
But I didn't 100% think cancer until actually a few months ago. And
I feel somehow she's backtracking, thinking that she had this big epiphany and that she's the one that went to the doctor. Not that it was just this big medical emergency that she had one day and went to the ER. I really think she's trying to backtrack here so she doesn't look like such an idiot.
I was actually at Becky's sister's house, and I was just sitting there really processing everything I was going through. My bleeding was just, every day it was worse and worse. And I started Googling symptoms. I know you are not supposed to use Google as your doctor.
Especially when you can't understand the basics of life. Don't go to Google. please, you can go to Google to use it as a reference, but then go to a medical professional to get their opinion on what you Googled.
And every time I put my symptoms in, it always said uterine cancer.
Anytime you do anything like that, it's always going to, the worst case scenario is going to pop up. I had a headache for like 4 days straight before I was a nurse, and I Googled it, and I convinced myself I was going to have a brain aneurysm. It is what it is.
And I remember, still the text, I texted Becky because I didn't want to say it out loud in front of her family.
Maybe because you're sitting at her sister's house and her mom's there who is fighting cancer. Maybe you should be spending time with them versus now all of a sudden you want to Google your symptoms. What, a year and a half later?
I said, I need to see a gyno. I honestly think I have uterine cancer. And when you say something like that, you're self-diagnosing.
Exactly. And I'm still calling bullshit on this whole situation because you would have said something way before now.
And long story short, I was right.
I don't know if you all are buying this, but I am not buying this for a second.
So the main symptom, and pretty much the only symptom, was bleeding every single day for over 2 years.
She's kidding me, right? She's absolutely kidding me.
And I am part of a support group online, which has...
Again, you're going to take advice from strangers. Now, I think support groups are great, and I think that they can be helpful. But again, you can get information from them, and you can talk to people who understand what you're going through, but then you need to take it to a physician who knows what they're talking about. You don't know who you're talking to on the internet. She will do anything and everything to talk to other people and take their word for it versus actually going to a medical professional to get their advice, and it drives me insane.
Has helped me a ton, and that is everyone else's symptom as well. So if you're experiencing that, please see a gyno. Do not make the mistake like I did.
Again, you could use this platform for good and to help people and be honest with them. This is a great learning moment. You should go to the gynecologist as a woman. You should go however often they recommend you go and get your pap smears. And you should call them or go to them whenever you're having any kind of problem. No matter if you think it's a big problem or a small problem, it's better to go to get it checked out than to sit there and worry and let it get worse.
Something that is keeping you happy right now. Honestly, it is just surrounding myself with people to preoccupy myself, I'm gonna be honest.
I thought you didn't want to be around people because you're still scared of the virus.
Like, having my mom be here has really helped, and being around Becky and friends, and like whenever I'm alone, that is when I start thinking the negative thoughts and anxiety comes in, and I think of the worst case scenarios instead of like being optimistic about the whole situation. So definitely being around people helps a ton because it completely takes my mind off of the whole situation. Have your beliefs changed after your diagnosis? As you guys know, I am agnostic, and a lot of people...
Do they say religious beliefs or...
get that confused with atheist. I'm not an atheist. Agnostic means I don't not believe, but I don't do believe. It's kind of one of those situations where it's like, give me proof first. I do believe in a higher
power.
And I always say I believe in the universe, and a lot of people are like, Amberlynn, what are you talking about? I do.
I kind of think that to myself about 99% of the stuff that you put out online. What the hell are you talking about? But anyway, I'm not here to bash anybody's religious beliefs. They are what they are.
I believe that the universe has a bigger... how do I word this? Has a bigger energy to our lives than we actually think. I have prayed in the past. Who am I praying to? I don't know. But I don't think my beliefs have changed. I do always get emotional when people talk very passionately about God and things like that, but more than anything, I'm still confused. I've always been confused, and I think that's why I'm an agnostic, because I just don't know.
I think that's the general principle of religion. We don't know, we just have faith. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Don't come for me in the comments. I don't want to get into any kind of religious debate. People are gonna believe what they're gonna believe, and that's fine. You have the right to believe what you're gonna believe. I don't really care either way.
How is Becky doing with everything that is going on? She's stressed a lot.
And hopefully you are nice to her. You don't make her go out and get your food. You don't continue to make her do all the work around the house. Hopefully you can show her a little bit of compassion and respect.
A lot is happening right now with me.
And it's not all about you. She's supposedly helping her mom, who has cancer too, so I mean, just be a decent human being, Amber.
Me, with her family, and I try to make it as least stressful as possible, but it's hard. It's hard. We're all stressed, and it's a mess. And honestly, I feel so bad for her right now.
And you should. And you should do everything in your power to make it not stressful. Don't make her go out and do your grocery shopping. Don't make her go out and buy your food. Whatever it is you're making her do, get up and do some stuff on your own. You're not handicapped. You can still do that. I just have a feeling that you're sitting there, laying around, having Becky do everything.
Why did you lie about your videos being pre-recorded? Okay, first of all, I record all my videos from my phone. I stopped using my camera a very long time ago, so I actually have proof when each video has been filmed.
Then show your proof. I mean, does anybody really care? I mean, at this point, does anybody really care? We can all pretty much guarantee at least a couple of those were not pre-recorded, and pre-recorded it could mean 4 hours from when you uploaded or the day before. I mean, we're not stupid, Amber.
Because if you guys know, if you have an iPhone, it's probably like that with any phone, really. When you take a photo,
doing a lot of explaining on this question. You could just simply say no, they're not recorded, and leave it at that. You don't need to go in this big long explanation of why they were pre-recorded. To me that just sounds like a bigger lie.
When you take a video, it shows the date of when it's taken.
You're just explaining
so
it.
I can show you guys some screenshots to prove that every single video I said that was pre-recorded was pre-recorded.
Well, like, good for you. Show the screenshots and move on if that makes you happy. But again, all you could have said was they were not pre-recorded and left it at that. You're just doing this big long explanation, and no one believes you at this point.
No, the mukbangs are not pre-recorded. They are. The vlogs that I say are pre-recorded, the hauls that I say are pre-recorded, they're all pre-recorded. I have no strive in me to film mukbangs right now or to fake pre-recorded videos. That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard in my life.
And we all know how honest and truthful Amber Lynn is, and she would never lie. And y'all are just stupid. You're just stupid.
You are a disrespectful piece of shit.
But people kind of just like to go with the grain here and to
we're not going with the grain, we're going with the history of your channel, but go on.
Believe any sort of rumor or any sort of thing that makes me look like a liar, which is totally fine. I mean, enjoy your entertainment, but yeah, those videos are definitely pre-recorded. What's your favorite smell? Vapor Rub. Vicks Vapor Rub. I know that sounds crazy, but it is.
That does sound a little weird, but a little nurse hack. When we're getting ready to do any kind of treatments or anything that's going to have some kind of odor, some of us do take lotion or the Vicks Vapor Rub and put it like on the undersides of our nose before we put on our masks and stuff, because that'll help mask the smell. I can't imagine that being my favorite smell, but it's a little nurse trick for you that nobody asked for.
How did you burn your skin? What kind of firework was it? So last night, it was actually 4th of July, so today's July 5th. Eric and Ricky, okay, so I went and bought fireworks. Eric and Ricky lit them off because I'm scared of fire. And
I thought you were scared to go out public still too, but anyway. I I don't know what she's talking about here. I don't watch every single video of hers. I'm actually here because the video said why the reason why I never diet again. It's been 8 minutes into this video of hers, and I still haven't got an answer to that. So anyway,
and it was me, Eric, Ricky, my mom, Becky, and they lit. It was more than one at once. It was like maybe 3 or 4. I don't know.
I don't care.
And something about them, the fireworks, like being lit at the same time, it like.
Is she talking about sparklers? Did she really just light up a bunch of sparklers in her hand and
moved and like this whole thing, and it hit me.
If you're that close to fireworks that way where they're going to hit you and move, you're not doing it right. Again, basic common sense and education will help this woman a lot here.
And one actually hit my mom, and hers actually looks a lot worse than mine. It's like a...
Did you go to the doctor for it? Did you go to the ER? Are you taking care of it yourself again? Have we not learned anything here, Amberlynn? Really?
Whole... It's like really bad. So be careful with fireworks. Do you ever get blisters on your legs when they swell? No, I've actually never heard of that happening.
I'm really surprised for as big as her legs are, those water blisters. I'm honest to God really surprised she's never had them, because those are a huge problem, and they're fairly common, and they can be very dangerous and possibly even deadly if you let them go.
I'm sure it happens to people, but it's never happened to me. Do you think your content is entertaining to you personally?
I'm waiting to see her answer on this, because I know that my content isn't the most exactly entertaining. I'm not pranking people. I'm not sitting here laughing at people or making fun of people, but this is a we'll see what she says.
So I think it depends on what I'm talking about. I feel like...
What do you like while you're eating, while you're walking to a tree, while you're yelling at your fan base and calling them disrespectful? I'm not sure which part you think is entertaining here.
If I wasn't Amber Reid, but I was watching Amber Reid, I would be interested in her life. I would.
I can see that appeal where you would be interested in somebody's life, but sadly, your channel has turned into, what are you lying about now? I mean, I'm really sad that you can't see this.
Does that mean, is it entertainment? Probably not. I don't have these big edits. I'm not out on vacation and stuff like that, but I like to watch videos like mine, just like normal videos of normal people sharing their story of
And I respect that, and I do like to do that too, so
their life and following the journey that they're on.
I like to see the entertainment of what you're possibly going to pop off and say to your subscribers or lie to people next, but that's just my opinion.
Who is your favorite mukbanger to watch? Definitely B Loves Life, especially when she's with Darius, her son. Oh my God, they're
I'm really
everything.
surprised she didn't say Nikocado.
And I love...
he's just as much of a train wreck of her, just in a different variety.
B Loves Life's son.
Maybe I should do a video on Nikocado. He's quite the entertainment. Now that is entertaining because he's such a mess. He's ridiculous. So maybe I will. We'll see.
Zaddy Chunk Chunk and his ex-girlfriend, Nicole, of course. I literally love them so much.
And just a petty side note, I mean, her makeup looks good. I mean, obviously I don't do makeup. I don't have time. I don't care. But her eyelashes just look really long. Like, I don't know if she knows that she can trim those down. They almost look uncomfortable. But just a side note from somebody who doesn't wear makeup.
Eric and Ricky move out? No. I've also been getting that a lot.
I've seen a lot of that online, questioning if Eric and Ricky still live there. I know Eric hasn't put up a video in a month, and they're saying like some of the flags are down, but I don't care that much to look into it.
Not. Do you and your mom get along? Yeah, we do. It's definitely mother and daughter, for sure. Like, she tells me what to do, even though I'm almost 30.
I'm not going to get into that too much. I'm just going to say that this is the first time that she has seen her mom in 12 years, or I don't know how much she's talked to her since then. But the cancer diagnosis is what she's saying has brought her mom out, and for that, I mean, I'm glad you're spending time with your moms and you've kind of reconciled and stuff. But I don't know, if I haven't seen my mom in 12 years, I don't know that I'd be allowing her to tell me what to do. Sure, give your opinions and listen and things like that, but I don't know.
We do get.
Hopefully she's right. Hopefully she's a good person. Hopefully she knows what she's talking about and she can lead Amber in the right direction, because obviously Amber can't do this by herself with her current group of friends who enable her and tell her that serious things are not serious. So let's hope mom has some common sense.
Get along though, which I'm very, very happy about. Do you listen to rap music? I do. How is your weight loss journey going? It's going.
Same way as it's been going for the last 10 years, but let's hear it.
During a time like this, I just want to eat and eat meat. It's as if I don't know how to get full. I literally can't stop thinking about eating.
That's because you're a huge emotional eater and you need some therapy. You've needed therapy to deal with this.
But I have to stop myself, because that is the only way that I will not gain weight, obviously. How much?
I mean, right, but she's just a huge emotional eater, and I really wish that she, I wish she would get some help from it. I'm sure at that oncology or that cancer center that they do have some mental health experts there, be it therapists, whatever, counselors, that could help her, and she should take advantage of that, because a lot of people do have a lot of mental strain and emotional issues and things like that when they do have cancer. So that, Amber, is something that I really highly recommend that you do.
How much weight have you lost in total? I've lost 86, 87 pounds, around there. So that.
But you're still 500, Amber. Again, I'm happy you lost that weight. I really am, but I mean, you're still almost 500 pounds.
That means I'm like 13 pounds away from losing 100. I honestly am like pretty shooketh about it, and I'm pretty proud of myself. That's amazing. What?
I mean, yeah, I'm glad that you did lose the 100 pounds, but you I don't know, I don't want to sound mean, but you just need to try harder. You're not even, I don't even believe that you're really trying. You're just hopping on the scale, hoping for the best at this point, honestly.
What is something healthy that you did for yourself today? I actually started a new hygiene regimen.
You mean you took a shower? What is starting a new hygiene regimen? Did you use soap and water? You got in a shower?
Because normally, I stick to the same old routine.
What, just a washcloth and wipe it on you? What the hell is she talking about here?
Every day. But I actually bought some new hygiene products that I'm super excited to continuing to try out, because I obviously.
She bought some body wash and a loofah. Congratulations, you're 30 years old and now you know how to shower. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just gonna let you all say that in the comments, because I cannot even imagine what else she would mean at this point about a new hygiene regimen besides buying some soap and maybe a loofah and getting in the shower. I don't know. I'm at a loss here.
I tried them today, and it actually, I prefer the regimen. Oh my god.
Most people prefer soap and water, Amber. She's not serious, is she?
I feel like I'm not making any sense.
You're not, and you're only making yourself look worse.
Will you ever actually keep a diet for more than 3 days? So, no, I will not. I do.
That's the first honest thing I think she said in this whole video.
You guys, I can't diet. The only thing I could do is do a lifestyle change, and the only way that I've lost weight has been due to eating.
I am so tired of hearing about lifestyle changes and diets. I mean, it is what it is. You have to have some form of restriction. You have to have more going out than going in. That's just scientific. That's the way it works. You can do it many different ways. Keto's worked for many people, counting calories, veganism, whatever. It, some people drink their own urine, for the love of God. Whatever it is, it's just calories in versus calories out. It's not hard. It doesn't have to be this whole big thing.
Can't do the calorie count, can't do the points, can't do...
And you can't stay away from fast food and junk food.
Carbs, can't do anything like that. I lose weight by intuitive eating, and that is what works for me. I mean, there's no...
But does it really work for you?
Ifs, ands, or buts, and intuitive eating is not a diet. It is what our bodies are meant to do. Obviously, the biggest way for people to lose weight is dieting, whether it be keto or calorie counting or Weight Watchers. All those things are justifiable. They work, and they're amazing. If they work
I just
for
said
you,
that,
go
but
for
thank
it.
you.
But they don't work for me in the sense of...
They don't work for you because you don't want to put the effort into it. Period. You have no self-control. I understand that you're a binge eater, but you have zero self-control, and the little bit of knowledge that you do have, you just don't. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you don't do it. You can't do it because you don't want to. You have a setback and you don't want to carry on. You don't want to get better. You don't want to learn from it. You just want to call it a failure and then do whatever it is you want to do.
It's not realistic for myself. I am a binge eater. I overthink things. I get too overwhelmed.
And you need therapy. There has been numerous channels before me that have commented on your videos, and every one of us and every one of them, and me included, have said you need therapy.
And then I give up intuitive eating. I don't have the same triggers with it, because a lot of people ask, like, what are your triggers? Counting calories, counting...
Your triggers are everything. Walking through the street, getting a phone call, reading a bad comment, waking up. Those are your triggers, Amber.
Points, measuring my food. It's just not...
Anything with the least amount of work to it, she can't do. She can eat when she feels hungry. Now, that doesn't mean she stops when she feels full, but she can eat when she's hungry. That's what she means by intuitive eating.
It just doesn't work for me. Have you ever fallen at your highest weight, and how did that impact you? I did.
She fell on a step that big twice. Well, I don't know if she fell on the step twice, but she fell twice in like a series of, I don't know, like a day, whatever it was. But she did. She fell on a step that big, dropped her phone down. It was a whole video, actually.
I fell 3 times. It was 2 times trying to get up off my bed, and then it was 1 time outside. My leg...
Her bed that's on the floor. She has a mattress on the floor as her bed.
Missed the step pretty much. I didn't lift it high enough.
Again, the step is like this big.
Neither of them impacted me physically, definitely mentally.
But it did give you a couple entertaining videos to earn some money on. And a lot of clickbait.
Both of the times when I fell trying to get off of my bed, I couldn't get off of the floor.
Your bed is on the floor.
For a solid like 20 minutes each time.
And that's not a waking point. That's not something that should make you think, hey, I need to do something about this.
It feels very paralyzing. I didn't hurt myself any of the times I fell. The one time outside, like, I scraped my hand a little bit, you know, stupid stuff like that, but there was no like huge impact. I guess, yeah, more than anything was mental, because not being able to get up like that is pretty bad. And this actually, oh my god, you guys, yesterday we were doing fireworks. I was sitting on the ground, and usually when I'm sitting on the ground, which in the past, very rare, it would take me easily, like I said, 20 minutes to get up.
You had enough people around to help.
And I would need some type of something next to me, whether it be a chair or a huge boulder of a rock, to help myself get up, because I couldn't just get up off the floor. Not gonna happen. Last night, sitting outside on the floor, the ground, excuse me, and without even thinking about it. It's as if my body knew it could do it. I just got up off the ground like a normal person.
I don't believe that for 1 minute. You didn't lose that much weight. You're still almost 500 pounds. You had enough people around to help you.
Floop, floop, floop. I didn't need help. I didn't have to think about it. It didn't hurt.
But you just said in a video a couple days ago that you were in so much pain that you couldn't hardly move, but yet you can put yourself on the ground and get back up that easily without assistance. Is anyone else buying this?
I didn't need to hold on to anything. It was honestly pretty freaking awesome. That was like a pivotal moment where I'm like, almost down 100 pounds, and my body is really starting to feel it.
I'm sure that there are some things that you can do now that you couldn't do 80 pounds ago, but you are still 500 pounds almost. Stop acting like you're this 200-pound woman now. Come on. The delusions in this girl. I mean, I don't want to sound mean. I really don't. I'm happy she's losing the weight. I'm sure that she feels better. I'm sure that there are things, little things, that are easier for her. But I still do not believe at 480, 90, whatever, 480, 90 pounds that she is, that she can just pop off the floor like a 10-year-old.
Do you think you have borderline personality disorder?
Yes, I do. But I'm a nurse. I can't diagnose. That's just my opinion. Don't come for me. I definitely think you have some kind of attention-seeking issues.
Have you ever been diagnosed with it? No, I do not think that, and no, I have never been diagnosed with that.
Because you don't see a therapist. Maybe you should.
What's your opinion on thin privilege? I feel like I could make a whole video about that. I feel like it's ridiculous. It's not fair. It's wrong. People are prejudiced, subconsciously prejudiced. You guys need to watch on Netflix. It's called 100 Humans. It goes to show that people subconsciously treat thinner and more attractive people better. And
I'm not going to get into that discussion of thin privilege, pretty privilege, whatever kind of privilege that you want to go with. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to get into that.
a lot of people who do it won't admit to it
But I do think that she believes in that.
because they don't even realize they're doing it 9 times out of 10. So last question is, have you ever dated a male? Would you be open to it? I have. I have dated a lot. That is in my past. No, I'm not open to it. I am a lesbian. Anyway, so those are the questions that I have written down. My mom is creeping right there. Ah! What are you doing? Fun. She smokes cigarettes, by the way. We'll smoke
Go outside and have a smoke. I would if I had to live with
them
her.
outside, so she goes out there. Anyways,
So kind of a little shade there, but whatever.
I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next one. Bye.
Well, that was fun. I don't know that I have that much more to say about it. I wish that she would see a therapist. I wish that she would be a little less delusional, a little more honest, but I mean, it is what it is. It's Amber. So that's it for my video today. I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like if you want. Please subscribe if you haven't. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever in the comment section. I am usually in there quite a few times a day when I can and I'm not working, and I will try to get back to you. Otherwise, my social media links are in the description below. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and wash your hands.
Thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Please subscribe. And peace.